Both Douglas and Lincoln look at the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution as being two sides of one coin. Lincoln once used the illustration from the book of Proverbs about an apple of gold in a picture of silver. And the apple of gold, of course, is what is represented by the Declaration, and the picture of silver, the framework, is the Constitution. The Declaration is, so to speak, the soul of America. And the Constitution is the framework, is the body which surrounds that soul. At Gettysburg, Lincoln would talk about how the founders brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the Declaration's proposition that all men are created equal. Yet at the same time, he is also the ardent defender of the Constitution. For him, there was no question about a separation between the two. If you wanted to understand what the Constitution was about, you had to take your bearings from the Declaration. If you wanted to know how the Declaration could best be turned into a governing document rather than simply a declaration of principles, then you looked to the Constitution. And he regarded both with an atmosphere that amounted almost to the sacred. In 1848, he will talk about amending the Constitution. He says, don't do it. Don't do it. The Constitution is a document that is as good as human hands could have made it. Better not to tamper with it. Now, ironically, he will eventually endorse an amendment to the Constitution, the 13th Amendment, that abolishes slavery. But his approach to the whole notion of the Constitution was one that was hedged around with extraordinary security and extraordinary clarity.